Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Please take your seats. Roll call, please.
Meister. Savage. Brocious.
Here.
Barnhart. Here.
We do have one announcement from our solicitor, so Joel, whenever you're ready.
Okay. At 4:35 this afternoon, Judge Rosini entered an order relative to the council person. Okay. I got it in my hands about 6 o'clock tonight, and I'm going to read it. What it says in now, the 28th day of July, 2025, upon receipt of the above docketed petition and 3 additional petitions for appointment, the court defers its decision in this matter until the conclusion of the next Sunbury City Council meeting and another attempt of the remaining council members to fill the vacancy by the court. Now, what that means is not that it's going to be decided tonight, because it's not on the agenda for tonight. It cannot be decided tonight. It is too important of an issue to be decided without having been advertised properly. So at the next meeting, that is going to be an issue that's going to be considered by the city council. I just want to make that known to everyone before the meeting starts. Thank you.
Thank you, Joel. Is there any public comment on agenda items at this time? Any public comment on agenda items at this time? All right, moving on. We do have a proclamation here for National Night Out in 2025, and that reads as the following. Whereas the National Association of Town Watch is sponsoring a unique national crime, drug, and violence prevention program on August 5th, 2025, entitled National Night Out. Whereas the 42nd Annual National Night Out provides a unique opportunity for the city of Sunbury to join forces with thousands of other communities across the country and promote cooperating police community crime prevention efforts. Whereas the city of Sunbury plays a vital role in assisting the Sunbury Police Department through joint crime, drug, violent prevention efforts in the city of Sunbury, supporting National Night Out 2025 locally. Whereas it is essential for all citizens of the city of Sunbury to be aware of the importance of crime prevention programs and impact their participation can help reduce crime, drugs, and violence in the city of Sunbury. Whereas the police community partners, neighborhood safety, awareness, cooperations are important themes of National Night Out program. There I, Josh Brocious, Mayor of the City of Sunbury, on behalf of City Council, do by here the Sunbury Police Department and National Association Town Watch in supporting the 42nd Annual National Night Out on August 5th, 2025. And just another, hopefully, thank you coming here in the future here. We do have 2 Eagle Scouts projects that will be taking place in Sunbury if they get approved from Christian Booth and Wesley Rouse. They're going to be doing some painting in the city of Sunbury that hasn't been done in the last 30 or 40 years. So hopefully that gets approved by their troops to help them to complete their Eagle Scout projects here in Sunbury. So hopefully that gets approved here by the next meeting. We can make an announcement of hopefully their accomplishments coming.
Keep hanging up on that. You on, Nate?
Okay.
Okay, don't mind.
All right. Moving on to old business, the hailstone contract. I know there was some issues with finding the funds. Correct me if I'm wrong, Treasurer Martina, the funds were found, correct?
They are there, yes.
Okay.
They, there's actually, when the money goes in, there are different line items, so that's what it counts, so we have it there.
All right. So correct me if I'm wrong, Controller Alex, we had to make a motion to move funds. Is that what you made correct me for last time?
Yes, you have to make a motion. Council approve the movement of funds between the different departments.
Okay, so Lisa, do you know where it was at, so we can make the motion to transfer from?
It's in a commercial section, our volume discount line item.
All right.
Well, basically, it's just a transfer, so it's got to be a resolution.
Okay. So,
Take care of that.
all right. Sounds good. So I'll make the motion to transfer the funds from the line item into the proper line item. I forget what number it was, but can we get those numbers to Joel then so we can put it in the resolution? Or let's,
Yeah, and then all you got to do is just ratify it at the next meeting.
all right.
You
We'll make
I think you can do the motion tonight, don't you, Joel?
You definitely can.
yeah.
And
So
then just ratify that.
the next meeting.
Yep.
Keep hanging up.
That's my opinion.
Nate, you still there? All right, so right now we're just making the motion to transfer funds from one line item to another in a resolution that we'll vote now and ratify it at the next meeting, okay?
I second.
So I made the motion, John seconded it, and now Jeff's gonna do the voting.
Ister.
Yes.
Savage.
Yes.
Procius.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Moving on to police fencing, I'm gonna turn this over to the chief.
Did you, Jeff Mashel, did you get the email with the pricing sent down?
Yep, sure.
You have them there.
Yes.
So basically, we got bids from Stoppers and from another,
Buffalo Valley.
Buffalo Valley, and you have the numbers there. I don't have them.
Yeah, from Stoffers it was 15,980, and from Buffalo Valley it was 17,650.
Okay, so with the fencing, basically, it's a 6-foot fence that would basically encompass the police department with a roll of basically like a razor wire across the top to make sure that nobody can get access into the police department. At this time, I don't think it would be feasible to go ahead with the gate that we want to do for coming in and going out, but at least this encloses the police department better. And the officers are here as well. A lot of nails get thrown into our lot, a lot of different things with different damages that we've had with the cars and things like that. We don't know, did it come from the outside, whether it did, but this at least encloses our parking lot. Gives also the officer the safety feature, knowing that when they come out, there's not somebody getting in that lot, even though we do still have the 2 openings. I would like to look next year, maybe putting that into the budget to get an open arm so where you can open and close. A lot of traffic comes and goes through the police department parking lot, or we get cars speeding through, officers coming out, they can step out, and it's just not a safe environment for them.
Yeah.
Could you eventually use that as an impound lot too for?
Eventually, we could look at making one to the left side to bringing vehicles that we're going to do search warrants on, bringing them back to our lot and housing them at the police department instead of having to house them at Arns. And then at that point, we'll look at, instead of Arns having the impound fee that they gather, anywhere between $250 to $500 is what they get. We can look then, once we have it secure with the gates and the closing, we can look at bringing that cost back to the police department, back to the city for the cars that are impounded for search warrants and things like that. So yes, to answer your question, yes. Again, my whole thing, and I know with the council has this in mind with any employee, city employee, is the safety of your employees. And my biggest issue is with the cars flying in and out of there, also with people being able just to, park in the car and, right there on the other side of our door that we come out, and just basically come right into the back of the police department. This will ensure safety for the officers. So I would ask that we be allowed to go with the lowest bidder with this and proceed.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Chief, just so everyone knows, like, we didn't put this in our budget this year, and we still have that $5,000 from Vinnie Clausy, who donated towards the fencing as well.
That is correct.
Okay. Questions, anyone?
Yes, Chief, the gates that you're referring to, help me out, describe what the gate's gonna look like.
The gates could even be, and again, we get some quotes on what we can do. We can do an arm gate, where when the cars come up to the gate, basically there's something on the front of the car that automatically opens the gate up that no one will be able to get access into that lot at that point. My thing would probably be, I know I spoke with you in the past, is a full gate that's on a wheel that we can basically open and close as motorized as well. That way it is a secure lot. With a secure lot being, the arms is not so much secure, but they're like $25,000 to $27,000 is what I was seeing, where if we just go with the gate, with the electronic gate that opens and closes, it probably cuts that cost in half. So, but that's something we, like I said, we could look at next year. We don't have it in the budget this year to be able to do that. I don't want to, in any means, stretch the budget to basically make those means, but the safety of it, at least the officer having that feeling of safety, not somebody just bum rushing from the side. I mean, yeah, we don't, when we go out, we're going out for people that don't want us to be here. So we're not usually going out for something good, it's usually something bad.
I was concerned about the gate because of the yard, even I was wrong with the yard.
Correct. And that's something that I would let, and I don't like the arm myself, but it's an option. And I don't like the arm myself, I like the enclosed gate, basically enclosed it. But again, put that out to bid, next year we'll put it in the budget, put the budget for it.
All right, any other questions, anyone? Nate? All right, so I'll make the motion to go to Strawford Brothers Fencing at the cost of $12,980. Do I have a second?
Where's the balance coming from?
Basically be coming out of our equipment supplies, but we have it in there. We want a strategic plan for the pacers and body teams and everything like that we had, in the budget for the $50,000. That stands out over a 10-year period, so having to replace everything, we saved there as well. So it's.
Can I ask a question? Because I had asked you a question about the desk.
Yeah.
And that's where it's coming out of, kind of that line item.
That would, correct me if I'm wrong, Chief. So last year, we bought the vest and the company went out of business. And then we just recently got the money, since it was out of last year's budget, got the money back from the vest. So last year, when we bought the vest, made the purchase order, the company went out of business. We put that same order back in, and the money we got reimbursed a couple weeks ago for that.
Yes.
So the line item, it's just a wash,
Push it
basically.
back in, because it didn't show up in the budget.
The check probably will cost.
You got 13,000.
Yes, we also got 13, we actually got ahead of that, with the help of solicitor, Louise. We got ahead of that suit company, and when we were going for a hearing for the suit, the goals, we took over the company, actually gave us the fees, and we also got our fees back. I made a phone call down for our court fees, we also got a check for court fees as well.
So that budget's back to what it was before we get it? That line item?
I know the money came in, we did budget back.
My only
I have
concern
to go
is-
through and see what came out.
And again, so you know, we've got money that was grant money, that was given by the Dickinson Foundation, also PWA. So the grant money, we actually recovered back, but again, all of the solicitor fees. But again, it wasn't something that we budgeted out, it's kind of a walk.
Okay, my only concern is because you can't overspend in a line item. I wasn't sure if there was gonna be enough cash or enough room in there.
Well, I mean, if the money was budgeted last year,
Well, hopefully it's back in there, if it was put back in.
So that would be.
well, I can't help if it wasn't put back in.
No, I know not for me.
I said, I can't help if it wasn't put back in properly, that's not me. But I understand what you're saying.
It becomes a logistical issue of, if there's not enough money in that line item to pay for this, to use the rest of that money, then you gotta move it again.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, Joel, you tell me this is your legal thing, because I don't know if the money is there or not, I don't know. We got the check back, I can't help if it didn't go where it was supposed to go, I mean,
But then we're now in the same situation with the other.
but we know we got the money back, like, that's the difference, like, we know we physically got the check, it was,
And again, also, Mayor, there was, when we were talking about this before, the FBI, there was investigations took place in 2018, 2019 for $12,500 that we were looking to get. The treasurer at the time, he took the class, but didn't finish the project, and we may have lost that $12,500.
so, I mean, we know we got that check, I mean, for reimbursement from the vest from the first company. I don't know, Kevin's not here anymore, I don't know if the check made it into the correct line item, but we know we did get the money.
Again, that was free money from the FBI. We
Yeah,
got-
so, like I said, like I said, the 12,000 we were supposed to recover that the former treasurer didn't do, I can't speak about that, but we know that this money did come in, I don't know where he put it.
I put it in
She
it.
feels
Okay.
confident with it.
Okay,
If they change it.
okay. Nate, are you good? All right, so I'll make the motion again, go with the Strawford Brothers Fencing for $15,980.
You give her figures every summer. What is the actual number?
Yeah.
Fifty.
You said 12 something a second ago.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's $15,980, I apologize if I said it wrong.
That's right.
My fault, my fault. Do I have a second?
Savage.
Yes.
Brochus,
Yes.
Barnhart,
Yes.
Ister.
Nate, do you have an agenda in front of you, or do I need to tell you what's next?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead,
I'm
Nate.
sorry. So, at the last council meeting, we had been on salaries for the tax collecting portion of employees in the finance treasurer's office, and, there was a discrepancy on the agenda. It said it delineated, I think, I want to make a motion that we rescind those salary votes from that. Because there was a mistake where it's being split between the city, the county, and the school district, and it only delineated 2 of 3. So I want to make a formal motion to rescind those votes.
Second.
Barnhart,
Yes.
Ister. Savage.
Yes.
Brochus.
Yes. And go ahead, Nate, keep going.
Before you make,
So then the
before you
next thing would be
make,
to reformalize the vote. I want to make a motion to approve the following salaries for the tax collector treasurer's office, and to be clear, being split between Sunbury City, Northumberland County, and Sunbury School District. And the salaries are Lisa Martina as treasurer, $51,288.81, effective 6/30/25. Kathy Geiger, $35,642.73, effective 5/5/25, and Rich Strohecker at $18,000, effective 6/16/2025.
I have a question.
John has a question. Can you hear him?
Yeah.
The family agenda for the 3 people, is that their complete pay, or are they gonna be having more money on top of that coming from someplace else?
Yeah, so they will, this is only for the tax collecting portion that's split between districts. So, every 4 years, the 3 taxing districts together, I think it's kind of a tedious process in transparency, but this was the agreement that the 3 taxing bodies had agreed on, for their tax collecting portion. So this is just what is split between those 3. So to answer your question directly, yes, they do have additional city money paid to them on top of this. The only other note I would make is, in looking at cost reductions, the new salaries and one of the employees moving, this is saving us about $21,000 a year in that tax collector's budget.
I have another question, if you don't mind.
Okay.
What are your plans for the treasurer? Because my personal feeling is, the last treasurer, Kevin Troop, did the taxpayers of Sunbury, Shikellamy School District, and Northumberland County a huge disservice by only being in his office 20 hours a week. And if I have my correct information, he was making $71,000 a year. And if you break that down to an hourly rate, he was making $68.29 an hour. And I'm just wondering if there is enough work. Now, Lisa's doing a fantastic job, and I know she'll step up to the plate, but I just wanted to make sure that we didn't do the taxpayers a disservice again.
Well, so I won't speak for Lisa's hours in the office because she's an elected official, but for during budget season, we need to take a look at the structure of the office. And I've spoken with Lisa and the mayor about this already. I think that this is, so the motion making for some kind of restructure the office this year, then save even more money, and either in the name of, either in positions or.
Hold on. We lost connection.
Well, I will say
We
something.
discussed restructure, try to work with everything and the differences.
You're doing a great job.
I know it's not against me, I just meant, if you have questions between Nate and I, we do have a plan. So if you want to sit down and talk with me anytime you can.
They lost everything you said by the last 2 minutes long. Go ahead.
So basically, Nate, I think the last thing we heard was that you're restructuring, possibly restructuring.
Yeah, so possibly when we restructure, we'll look at, not only salary savings, but benefits savings. If we, eliminate a position or eliminate part-time, I think it's all to be for negotiation in the coming months. So tonight, I just want to stand by this motion, reformalize these salaries effective between the 3 taxing bodies.
Just one thing quick, I know we spoke on Friday. As I said, this is the only contract that we didn't come to council and discuss prior to coming up with the numbers. So I know, as I said, I know we spoke on Friday before, and I think the whole tax collection has to be a complete system overhaul, because I believe what we'll be paying over the course of 4 years is over about $600,000 being salaries and the compensation. And I said, I just don't see how that's growing the community when we could sit back and look and say, all right, what is the actual job duties? What are the actual job descriptions? How much workload is actually being done in the office on tax collection? So I think it should be either tabled or wait until next week when we're doing the budget and get all three entities in the room to discuss, okay, tax collection, the duties, and so on and so forth.
Nate, am I right to think that the county sends a check and to the tax collector and the school district sends a check to the tax collector? The only thing the city is paying is the city portion of it.
Yes.
So they physically get a check from.
Oh, I know, like if it's,
So-
He's trying to say they make
So-
too much.
Hold on.
I'm not saying they make too much, I think it has to be revisited because, like, for example, I mean, but like, we'll call it name, but like, so Rachel's coming in brand new. Nothing against Rachel, nothing at all. Who decided it should be $18,000?
Well, that was decided between the three entities.
But like I said, fine, it was decided by the three entities.
But I believe
Derek.
Derek was appointed by the city to serve in that role.
Correct, but I'm saying, but once it came back, it was just like, all right, this is what we're doing. I mean, every other contract, police contract, Derek contract with vendors, they're always discussed. This one's like, all right, being thrown in your face, you're gonna vote on it now.
But as far as the city finances, as far as the city budget goes, it's only the city portion that's showing up in there. So, you know,
But I
when you say
get,
$600,000, I think that number is not accurate.
well, it's between all three entities, it's 600.
But the other two entities are paying down their budget.
That is correct, but it's all taxpayer dollars though.
Well, but there's a lot of taxpayer dollars that gets paid a lot of ways.
Well, I'm not disagreeing, I'm just saying that's my own opinion, like, I'm only one vote, so if people wanna pass it, it's okay.
Again, that's two other entities that have agreed to what was negotiated. And I've done that. I did that on behalf of the school district years ago. And I know when you sit there and you go through this, everybody comes to an agreement to come to a mutual amount of money that's being paid. When you look at the dollar amount that is being collected by the tax collector for those three entities, it's a significant amount of
It's
money.
almost $3 million.
Well, I'm not, like I said, I'm not
So
disagreeing
if you
that.
look at $3 million, if you were looking at a person who was managing, you could probably figure that it's probably about 10% of the budget, so you're looking at $300,000. Is what somebody else would pay or somewhere in that neighborhood. I mean, that's the going figure. I don't think that the numbers are out of line. Now, you might feel that way compared to how everything else is, but in reality, I really don't think it's out of line. And Nate, you can jump in anytime you want. I mean, I know what we do and how we do things. Okay. Maybe not.
But like I said, that's just my own opinion, like, we just continue, like I said, this has been going on for many years. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm not saying anyone else is right or wrong, but like, we're just continuing to do the same thing. But like, how is this growing the community by just saying, we're gonna sit here and collect taxes, which has to be done, I know legally we have to do it. But like, for example, what is the workload? Do we need to have 3 people doing it? That's the thing, and we're just doing it because what we vote here tonight is in effect for the next 4 years, and we're just, without even revisiting. Like, for example, with how we get reimbursed $20,000 from both entities for office supplies and insurance. But can we show that we spent $60,000 in office supplies since it's split up a third and a third and a third? Can we show
I
it?
think we can.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying this is on Lisa, but we have never seen it. And like certain things like computers, internet, like we have those things regardless whether we collect the taxes or not. So,
That's the cost.
but we already, but my argument is like, we already have computers, we need them to do our everyday city function, we have internet. So to say, well, we're gonna help offset the cost, like, we have to have that regardless. So like, I'm saying, we're just jumping into this and we're stuck in it for the next 4 years. And I think it should be revisited, that's just my own opinion. If council says it's fine, okay, then vote yes and move on, that's okay.
I think it's a fair.
So I mean, for myself, I want the motion to stand as it's written and presented, but I mean, also Josh, and we spoke about this too, like, if we decide to restructure the office couple months, and all we do is notify the other taxing box and say, hey, we're only having X number of people collect taxes now instead of this, and then we can restructure what's being paid if we need to. And I don't mean like revote on it, I just mean like, if we're gonna restructure the office on the city side, then we can, just go back and tell them that, you know, we're an employee that on it, memorandum of understanding, or like something else
Yeah.
that they approve.
No, and I get that. I mean, if that's the case, if that's the course that you and Lisa want to go here, then why are we going to say we're going to give someone this money, but say, hey, let you know, in 6 months we're going to let you go? You know.
Nobody knows what's gonna happen, Josh.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like, why don't we do this during budget season next meeting?
No, because this is a separate, this is a pay issue, and it's something that has to be done with the other two taxing bodies. So I think, you know, we can, they're separate issues, I mean, for me, and I just want to vote.
Okay. So Nate made the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Brochus,
No.
Barnhart,
Yes.
Ister,
Yes.
Savage.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to new business. New business of resolution 2025-016 for South Second Street multimodal. Does anyone have any questions on that? That's what we discussed last week about the South Second Street project taking place. All right, so I will make the motion for that resolution. Do I have a second?
Second.
Savage,
Yes.
Brochus,
Yes.
Barnhart,
Yes.
Ister.
Moving on here to the notice of award bid for Packer Street project. Councilman Lester, do you have the company's name? Oh, I have it right here. Never mind. Do you have the information, or do you want me just to say it?
Let's see, but you have the company's name.
Yeah, so it's Midstate Paving LLC out of Middleburg. For the winning amount was $1,900,000, $23,377.40, and that is to do Packer Street. Questions, anyone? All right, so I will make the motion to have the winning bid go to Midstate Paving LLC for the amount of $1,923,377.40. Do I have a second?
Barnhart,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Ister, Brochus.
Yes. Moving on, land development, Councilman Barnhart, Mr. Thomas.
You got the floor, sir.
All right, so at the planning commission meeting last Thursday, the plan that was brought before you all on April 14th, 2025, for a site plan version of that, was re-explored. Our office had a few comments, but all in all, the planning commission recommended the approval of 3 additional waivers and conditional plan approval conditioned upon our letter dated July 23rd, 2025, and a minor note to be added to the plan. So I think, unless anyone has any questions regarding the plan, or if the public has any questions, we'll be looking for 2 separate motions, one for the waivers, and then one for the conditional approval, as recommended by the planning commission last Thursday.
I made a motion for the waivers first, so if you want to do them both together.
I don't like it separate.
All right, so I'll second the motion for the waivers.
Ister, Savage,
Yes.
Brochus,
Yes.
Barnhart,
Yes. A motion for the,
And motion for the conditional plan approval, conditioned upon the recommendations of the planning commission last Thursday.
You make
make that into a formal motion.
I will second.
Savage,
Yes.
Brochus,
Yes.
Barnhart,
Yes.
Ister.
Keep going, Councilman Barnhart and Mr. Thomas.
Are you ready, or Mr. Tom?
Yes. Next is for the sewage redemption mailer for Superior Spaces. This is going to be there on Chestnut Street. We had submitted to the sewer authority, and gave them the project overview, gave them our flows, and they recommended that you sign off on the mailer. This is a precursor to the land development plan that we hope to submit sometime probably next week for that project. So based on, which I have a letter here, Mayor, to use that recommendation, we'd be looking for you to sign section 8D. So a motion.
I make that into a motion.
Second.
Ister, Savage,
Yes.
Brochus,
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Councilman Barnhart, if you and Mr. Thomas want to keep going, that is fine.
Go ahead.
Next,
You're doing great.
our office did a final inspection of the McDonald's facility, at least for the Sunbury's half of it. And we do recommend formal release of the financial security in the amount of $220,780.33. For that release.
Motion, please.
Savage.
Yes.
Procius.
Yes.
Ister. Barnhart.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Mr. Thomas and Councilman Barnhart.
Doing a great job.
All right, moving on. Chief, I didn't know you were going to talk about Officer Revitalization and why he's leaving and so on and so forth.
Before I do that, if I could just do, I put it in, but I don't think I didn't know. Just want to release the call volume.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was my fault. Yeah, go
A
ahead.
couple minutes. So Sunbury Police responded in the month of June 2025. They had 852 incidents, 243 traffic stops. Out of those traffic stops, there were 46 citations issued, 61 written warnings, and 136 verbal warnings. There were 93 criminal charges, 619 phone calls handled within the department as well. With those numbers, I'd say our officers did an outstanding job.
Thank you, Chief, for the update on that.
Moving into the resignation of full-time officer here in Register, he was offered another position with another agency, more money, basically as well. He has taken that job, but asked to stay on with us part-time.
All right, so I will make the motion to accept his resignation effective of July 28th. Do I have a second?
Yes.
Ister. Yes. Savage.
Yes.
Procius.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes. Chief, can I ask that, what does that bring our complement down to full-time?
Right now, we'll be at 10 full-time. I have one out on an injury, so we're at basically 9 officers.
And then moving back on to hiring Officer Gary Register at a part-time position at the part-time salary as of today, July 28th. Do I have a second?
Second.
Savage.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Procius.
Yes.
Ister.
Keep going, Chief.
And also, with that being effective on the 28th, Officer Register wanted to relay to council, we want to thank the council for letting him operate and work as a police officer with the city of Sunbury. He wants to continue again working with the city of Sunbury. And wanted to thank each and every council member for training that was supplied to him as well as the work and the knowledge that basically brought and learned on the job that he can basically further his career.
All right. Thank you, Chief.
With the next will be the promotion of Harry Nungesser to the rank of corporal, effective 7/28/2025. With this officer, Nungesser basically went through a civil service process, which was through the PHEs. Test was given, also oral exam was given, and he placed the highest, and I asked that he be brought and promoted to the rank of corporal with a $1,500 raise, which comes along with that position, which is contracted.
Which is already in the budget, correct?
She's pretty confident.
And just to give a little background on Harry. Harry's been with the department since 2021. Harry has been involved in numerous homicide investigations. He's been involved in numerous investigations, criminal, traffic-wise. We plan to work with Officer Nungesser to further his education as a supervisor, and putting him through further trainings to basically bring his level to a superior level, and to pass that knowledge that he gets in those trainings and with the information he has and that he has basically worked, and he's worked very hard for this position. Dedication, very dedicated officer, and again, he's going to be mentored by, I feel, two of the best superior officers, Sergeant Slack and myself, to basically take this position.
That's confidence.
It is, you know what, I do have confidence, I have very big confidence in our department and with the training that we have with our officers. Each of the officers have gone through a lot of training. I put out a list of trainings that we've sent with with council giving us a little more for a training budget. I always say, you know, if you don't train your officers, you know, you're gonna pay elsewhere. But we've had over 20 trainings have been issued to the officers over the past 7 months. They've attended over 20 different trainings. Some of them going 3 or 4 at a time, through NCTC, which is a free free training. They go for sometimes 3 days, sometimes a week. But again, it's a free training at $40 gap. It saves on the budget. But I will say, we have a great department. We have great leadership. I know myself. You know, I'm around 25 years. I'm actually in my 25th year. So I know with Slack, Sergeant Slack, he's coming up to about 18 years. So he has some good mentors. And we're excited to bring Harry on in this new position. So.
Wherever you All right, so please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Corporal Ferdinand,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I will support,
I will support,
obey,
obey,
and defend the Constitution of the United States
and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth.
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth.
I will enforce the laws
I will enforce the laws
of the Commonwealth
of the Commonwealth
and the ordinances and laws of the City of Sunbury.
and the ordinances and laws of the City of Sunbury.
And I will discharge
I will discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
I do further swear
I do further swear
that I will uphold,
that I will uphold,
obey,
obey,
and enforce the laws
and enforce the laws
without consideration of a person's race,
without consideration of a person's race,
color,
color,
sexual creed,
sexual creed,
sexual orientation,
sexual orientation,
age,
age,
nationality,
nationality,
ancestry,
ancestry,
or handicap.
or handicap.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Mayor, basically, it was just,
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you for taking care of it.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you.
Petition out.
No.
There's a funny story about that.
I'll say this too, with the structuring of the department, we haven't had a corporal in place for some time, so it gives us more leadership now. Looking also to take, and when we get it back up to full staff, actually having a criminal investigator where patrol can get more on the street by giving some of our criminal investigations to right to the criminal investigator, and then the supervisors can get the guys back out on the road. So, again, thank you, Council.
Thank you, Chief. Moving on to Councilman Ister.
Yes. To the contract, and order the contract, we'll make a motion to pass that. You'll get your review. Yep.
Okay. Oh, you don't want me to do it? Oh, okay, okay. So you're gonna do it, with your, content, yeah, I got you.
Was that the motion, sir? I will second the motion.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Savage.
Yes.
Procius.
Yes.
Ister.
Yep, moving on, Councilman Savage, Nate, you have the numbers in front of you? I mean, I could, like I said, if not, I could do it, just so you, I didn't want to do it if you had to do it. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so, make the motion for approvers and vouchers of general fund of $127,785.28. Liquid fuels of $27,833.79. There is nothing for private grants and payroll of $97,078.89. Do I have a second?
Barnhart.
Yes.
Ister. Savage. Procius.
Yes. All right, thank you, sir. Moving on to discussion topics, as we said last meeting, we're gonna have our first work session budget in the first meeting in August, so if you could, make sure you get those numbers over to Lisa and the finance department so they can get them in, so at least we have a rough idea of, obviously, our 2026 budget. Questions on that for anyone?
I think it'll be 5 o'clock.
Yeah, 5 o'clock as we, how we have scheduled. The 11th, so, yeah, whenever the second Tuesday is, which would be, yep, August 11th, yes.
To start budget, like, I know you're gonna get in and start all that stuff, but kind of start with our current budget, what we spend.
See where we're at on
See where
things.
we're at instead of jumping right into where we wanna go. Kind of see where we're at, where we have, what we have to play, I don't wanna say play with, not the right word.
See
but-
the historical trends
Yes,
of
and
things.
I've been talking, I've kind of taken it back to like 2022, a couple years. So we have a build-up, so we can kind of start there and see where we're going forward. Where we can kind of go and play and save. Play's not the right word, I am sorry, that's the wrong word coming out. So we can go in and save and see what we're doing, move around with the numbers that if we're not spending here.
We can put it,
we-
invest
we
in
can
something
reduction.
else.
Correct. We can, because you'll notice that progression shows that we might not be needing as much as we're budgeting, and, you know, that'll help the bottom line in the end.
All right, sounds good, everybody get that?
Yep.
I would tell Steve, but he's not. All right, and then, moving on, Councilman Ister, I know you said about, you had meetings about the Susquehanna change order. I didn't know if you guys ever came to a conclusion on that. Last meeting, you said you were gonna meet a couple of days later. I didn't know where we were at.
Well, we're taking care of Mr. Shambach, that's not even on the table for me. Change order, that was another.
I mean, that was just one thing I remember you saying about Mr. Suloff. I didn't know how that ever resolved out.
Never pursued it because of the fact, the statement you made, we shouldn't get involved, and right now I have an answer for him.
So we're not getting involved, so it's for them to figure out, not our job to figure out, and,
Well, legally, we already discussed it, and we have nothing yet.
okay,
So that's what, I haven't heard back from him, and I don't have an answer for him right now.
all right.
What direction we want to go.
All right, sounds good. Just want to make sure that thing was put to bed. Obviously, next two things are mute because they already passed above, so that's not a big deal. And just moving on to, the two things were tax collection, treasure shop, but that was already passed. That was the two things for discussion. And the last one is the non-uniform handbook update. So like I said, we always talk about updating the things. So I know Joel made some updates and changes that he sent out to the entire council to review. I just want to make sure everyone got those things in reviewing, and he wants to make changes. It was just some grammar wording to make it a little bit more clear.
I didn't get that.
I emailed everybody, but can I jump in for?
Yeah, go ahead, Joel. Go ahead.
Real quickly, I was asked at the last meeting to update the handbook and basically correct a bunch of things, which I did. And I emailed it to everybody with the old language in black and the new language in red. That being said, after doing so, I discussed with Jeff the fact that there is other existing handbooks out there, and also with Nate, that might cover our situation a little better than our current handbook. So if council would like to see what Jeff has provided to me and perhaps make a distinction between the two handbooks, I will be glad to get that to you all. I just didn't want to take that step without being told to do so.
Yeah, I think people should see what Jeff has, see what we have, and how we can make it better.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'll get everybody a copy of that.
yeah. Yeah, that's fine. All right, then moving on to announcements. SRI's Movie on the River will take place on July 31st at 6 p.m. down at the Amphitheater. The Bethel Mennonite Church will having hymn singing on August 3rd at 7 p.m. in Cameron Park. National Night Out will take place at the ice rink on August 5th from 5 to 8. Rhoads to New You Resource Block Party in Cameron Park is on August 9th from 12 to 4. DEI Back to School Block Party at the OPG Baseball Field on August 9th. Andre, do you have a time?
At 11 a.m.
Starting at 11 a.m. Synergy Worship Music Event at the Amphitheater on August 9th at 6 p.m. Back to School Movie Night at the Goodwill Playground on August 9th from 7 to 10. Tire Recycling Event on August 9th from 8 to 1 at 249 Memorial Drive. That's the pool, right, John?
Yep.
At the pool parking lot.
$4.
$4 a tire. Any other announcements from anyone else?
I'm not sure, when's it next week,
What?
your event?
Yeah, he just did.
Oh, I see it. 11 a.m., remember that.
All right. Anyone else have announcements? All right, at this time, is there any public comment at this time? Any public comment at this time? Oh, please state your name.
Hi, Trevor Marshall. I'm just kind of curious, you went over the announcements. How many of you on the council are aware of the details behind those announcements? Like,
Do you have a specific event you're referring to? Because
All of them?
because I don't hear about any accessibility supports for individuals with disabilities.
you mean at the events themselves?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, these are not city-sponsored events. These are other entities doing their own events. They just ask us to announce so the public is aware of them.
Okay.
So like, for example, with SRI or Rhoads to New You or DEI, like, you would have to contact those organizations to answer those questions.
Okay.
Like I said, this is just a general saying, hey, to the public, hey, these events are going on in these different organizations, one of them announced to the public. I mean, we have an idea what the event is itself, but other than like the more details, like you'd have to contact those organizations to see, to answer those questions specifically. If that helps.
It does. Are any of the council members planning on showing up to any of the events?
I mean, I think each of us try to attend as many as we can if our schedules see fit. I don't think one person can say, all right, I'm gonna be at all of them, or this one for sure, because, you know, we may plan to, but, you know, something comes up like, we couldn't make it type of thing.
Yeah, of course. All right. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
All right, thank you, sir. Any other any other public comment at this time? Any other public comment at this time? All right, I adjourn this meeting.